Nazi zombies. A very weird concept when you think about it. Like, oh, then what? Oh, they're willing. Let's make them Nazis. No, it'd probably make them zombies, but like, what's the difference between them and normal zombies? Do they only eat Jewish people? Do they only eat like all the racist? And Nazi zombies for the last probably 15, 16 years been popular in gaming and somewhat niche movies, especially when how Nazi zombies have been a big part of basically every single big war or two, a lot of big War II games, especially if you're Call of Duty, if they're gonna be making another World War II game, you expect these guys to show up. Like, just expect it. From Dead Army or whatever else, Nazi zombies have been around and more popular alongside the zombie craze of the 2010s, and are quite well known. But where do Nazi zombies come from? Especially with how weird the concept is. And now I expect there was probably just like the equivalent of some guy at Activision's offices being like, the mouse wants us to make a zombie game. Just put a bunch of zombies in Nazi uniforms and put it in new Call of Duty about World War II. Then we can make an actual zombie game. And then that part would probably turn into COD Zombies. I bet $100 that's the reason why COD Zombies exist. But yeah. So, yes. Being a big part of, especially in how zombies of a concept have only been around for not that long. The first idea of a zombie came about in the 1960s. Well over the time when Nazi Germany existed. And who created? So yeah, that would usually come up with the idea. Now usually the stories about Nazi zombies are usually more of a side of the occult or more wacky scientific aspect of Nazi Germany. But this is an Indiana Jones channel. I'm supposed to be talking about a guy in a hat who finds old stuff. Oh, then there'll be Nazis. What else does this have to do with Indiana Jones? Well, my deal that I probably made up. Indiana Jones created Nazi zombies. Let me explain. Now you may go, what? Now, how did Indiana Jones create Nazi zombies? Especially reading out Indiana. And that's considering Indiana Jones has also fought zombies before. In like heck, there was even a book about it, and I have it. Indiana Jones and Army of the Dead. I don't have it on. I haven't started reading it just because I'm going to be reading those Marvel books, but when I do, I will make a video about it. But so Indiana Jones has generally fought zombies before, and has generally dealt with weird things, like the guys dealt with aliens, dealt with vampires, dealt with literally anything, and I decided for this Halloween season to make a video about how Indiana Jones created Nazi zombies, winning out zombies, monsters, and this somewhat fits the Halloween fable. And that's... So, where did the original start? Well, from Indiana Jones and the Iron Phoenix. Now, during the 90s, Indiana Jones had somewhat of a renaissance in our media outside of the movies. Somewhat of a renaissance for Indiana Jones in the 90s, especially if you were a Hispanic media enjoyer. And Iron Phoenix was a comic book that came out. Now, I haven't read the comic book, even though it takes place after World War II, but there's still Nazis around. And so and it's a group that's trying to take the planet, and Indiana Jones trying to find the Philosopher's Stone. Your normal stuff. Your normal Indiana Jones find magical thing, make sure it doesn't fall into the bad guys' hands, then they take over the world. The usual Indiana Jones stories. But this is also one. But they also used the Nazis used the Philosopher's Stones to make Nazi zombies. And they were gonna resurrect it to bring back Hitler. I'm not making this up. I looked up what happened and I was like, but so this means Indiana Jones created Nazi zombies. Especially when, this is like the first big appearance of Nazi zombies up until Call of Duty. Now, Indiana Jones didn't make Nazi zombies popular, but they sure did somewhat come up with the idea of Nazi zombies. And so, because of Indiana Jones, we have these weird guys which you find in Call of Duty World War II all that part in one of the Wolfenstein games. So Indiana Jones is the reason why we have Nazi zombies. Now, I will be making more videos, especially when but it's kind of hard coming up with new video ideas, but see you next time, Adventurers.